Kia ora everyone, we're now into video 3 of how to make a website and sticking our sketches on it from P5JS. We're actually just going to take a little diversion for a while and we're just going to focus on how on earth we actually make a good looking website, and then we're going to try to incorporate our P5JS sketches. But for now, what I want you to do is head over to a place called CodePen. It's kind of hard to actually build a website straight on GitHub without using some other tools like VS Code, without using some other command line stuff and learning how to clone repos and all sorts of stuff. I thought that was a bit tricky, so I thought we'd go for simple. We're actually going to build our website over on CodePen and then copy it into our GitHub pages repo so that they're up there hosted for everyone to see. So head over to codepen.io. Make yourself an account, follow your nose, and what you want to do is head over to this little button here, which says Pen, and you'll immediately see that we're presented with 4 sections: one for HTML, one for CSS, one for JavaScript, and this one here, which is actually where our website is going to turn up. We're not going to be using JavaScript or CSS today. We're just going to be focusing in on HTML. Now, we've looked a little bit at HTML, and we haven't really dug into it too far. So let's do that now. First thing, on CodePen, we don't need the header. Last time we had a lot of stuff in the header for the computer. We don't need that here. We're just coding up what's actually happening on the page in the body section. Okay, so I'm going to code up a little default little template thing. Follow along with me and you'll pick it up kind of as you go. HTML is all about tags. So I'm going to make a heading tag here, which is an H1. How do I do that? First of all, because I find this a little bit tricky to work with, I'm actually going to come in here and change my view to this. So that, no, I'm not. Not today. Normally I would do that. I'm going to leave it like this today. If you do have yours in a different orientation, swap it to this orientation here, change the view so that you can actually read more code and it turns up over this side. Okay. HTML is made with tags. What's a tag? A tag is an opening bracket, some stuff in it, and a closing bracket. That's an opening tag, and then you're going to have the middle of the tag, and then opening bracket, a slash, the same thing, and a closing bracket. So I want to make a heading. So I'm going to go, I'm going to come in here. I'm going to make sure I'm actually in here, and I'm going to say open bracket H1. That is a heading tag. I'm going to say, this is my first website. And as you can see, it's doing it for me. It's turning up as I code. So here's my opening tag, that H1. Here's the content of that tag. And here's the closing tag, that open bracket slash H1 close angle bracket. Cool. That's a heading. I want to make a subheading, so I'm going to make an H2. And I'm going to say, this is a subheading. And I'm going to close that one too. So I'm going to close off the H2 tag. Okay. What else can we do with this? We can make a paragraph, a P, paragraphs, can contain lots of information. And enter, enter, enter. It won't break the line. Close off that P tag. Oh, do you notice what happened? I added in a whole lot of extra enters and white space, and it just didn't do anything with them. Why not? Is it stupid? No, it's not. That's how HTML works. It will ignore this white space. Okay, so how do I add in some white space there? How do I get a paragraph and then a gap and then another paragraph? Well, I need to add another P tag. So I can say, let's put another P on here. This is on a new line. Close that P tag off there. Okay. There we go. P, by the way, P for paragraph. Cool. What else can I do? I can make a list. So let's make another heading. Let's make this another H2. And we'll call this My Favorite Hobbies. And I'm going to close off this H2. And okay, I want to make a list. So I need to nest some tags in here. I need an ordered list tag because these are in order. Well, not really, but we're going to make an ordered list today. So I'm going to make an ordered list, an OL tag. I'm just going to open that, but I'm not going to close it yet. I'm just going to leave that tag open. And inside here, I need a couple of list items. So LI for list item, piano. And I'm going to close off that list item. And I'm just going to grab this and I'm going to duplicate it a couple of times. And I'm going to come in here and I'm going to change this one from piano to spearfishing. And I'm going to change this one to hunting. You know, we enjoy. Change this one to programming. And we're going to delete this one. Okay. And now, of course, I need to close off my ordered list. There we go. And I now have a list on here. Now, one of the benefits of using an ordered list this way, rather than just putting one and then in each and individual paragraphs, what happens if I decide, I don't know, I'm not into hunting anymore? We're just going to delete that. What's going to happen here to this number? Oh, it changed automatically. It kept the right numbering, 1, 2, and 3. It's fantastic. What happens if I wanted to make a dozen of those? It's just going to handle it itself. And I'll undo all of that. Fantastic. Okay. This is a website. Websites contain lots of links, ways to navigate to new websites. And the way we do that is with not a link, but an anchor tab. Whoops, undo that. Is with an anchor tag, with the A tag. So I'm going to have an A in here, but I'm not going to put the closing bracket yet. Why? Because I need to add some information to this anchor tag, to this link of like, where's it going to link to? And I'm just going to do a simple one. I'm going to link to Google. So I'm going to go href, hypertext reference, and I'm going to put an equal sign and then a quotation mark. Whenever I do this in HTML, I need to include the full URL, which includes the HTTP or the HTTPS. So HTTP, I'm just going to put HTTP semicolon / that's a requirement, www.google.com. There we go. And I'm going to close this, and my link should turn up. Why is my link not turning up? It's because I haven't actually given it anything to click on. Like, I'm sure it's there, but there's nothing to click on, so it's not actually turning up on the screen. So I'm going to put in here, go to this cool website. Or you might be able to put a cooler website than google.com. You know, I'll leave that to you. And I'm just going to close off that anchor tag. And hey presto, I have a link. Does it work? I'm just going to hold down Command or Control so that we open it in a new tab. Hey, a working link. Fantastic. Great. Okay, so we've done a really quick overview of HTML. I'll expand this out so you can see it a bit better. We have seen headings, H1 and H2. We've looked at paragraphs and ordered lists and links. That is a really quick overview of how HTML works. You'll notice that our website doesn't look that good at the moment. We're going to work on that next time when we do a really quick overview of CSS.